Annyeonghaseyo, this is meowmurai. Let's check out Lunar Remastered Collection running on PC. Now this is Lunar Silver Star Story and Lunar 2 Eternal Blue, not Lunar 3, which is maybe for the best. These games were first released on the Mega CD, also known as Sega CD, here in the States. These were originally brought over to the States by Working Designs, Victor Ireland's company, with some controversial decisions made. But we did appreciate them at the time. You know, no other company was bringing over these games, especially to platforms like the Sega CD or the TurboGrafx. You know, they were they certainly had good intentions, but I think you know, we look at those translations that they had, and there's certain questions that remain in everyone's head, I think, looking back at those. But yeah, now we have classic mode and remastered mode. Looks like we have English, Dutch, France, it's Japanese, simplified Chinese, Korean. Or is that one simplified Chinese? Yeah, there we go. That one's Japanese and that one's Korean. Okay. We'll leave it in English, and we will do the remastered mode. Again, this video is just to check out the first few, like the first 20 minutes of each, and then we'll have separate playthroughs of each game on their own. So yeah, let's see how well they did on these. Oh wow, I was about to say, so far crash. I don't know, it looks like there are two separate game launchers, which is interesting. Oh, too bad. It's not the original. It is the Working Designs version of the song. Which, you know, if you listen to the lyrics, they are trying to capture the spirit of the original game and the original lyrics, but they have no rhyme and cadence. I love the I love the voice actress who does the singing. No shade on her, but these lyrics are very poorly written. Maybe if we do the Japanese version, we'll get the Japanese song. Okay, well, a little scaling on the little AI scaling and cleanup on the FMV. Of course, this game also had was on the Saturn, and you could use the MPEG card to kind of get clearer full screen video. Because the original Sega CD version, you know, that was like a half screen or a quarter screen, yeah, something like that. Okay, so we have has to be fast, vibration, names are on, spell names are on. I think that's okay. That looks all fine. Audio language is in English. Like I said, I have a love and hate relationship with this English. I think most of us do.
I don't remember when it started exactly, but the dream of having a fantastic adventure in far-off places grabbed my heart early and has yet to let go. You see, my hero is Dragon Master Dine. Outside my village, there's a monument made in his honor. His adventures were the most fantastic of all. Fighting evil, risking death, protecting the goddess Althena. It's all so exciting. One day, I want to have adventures like that. But excitement of that kind is a long way from Berg.
Of course, this is anime voice acting, so everything's super duper exaggerated.
Alex, couldn't you hear me? I've been flying around calling your name for the past half hour looking for you. I should have known I'd find you here.
Where else would I be?
In honor of the great Dragon Master, Dine. I'm aware that Dine was likely the greatest and most well-known member of the Four Heroes, Alex, but I'm honestly amazed you never get tired of coming to stare at his stone monument. Shoot, I just remembered that we need to meet with Luna to practice singing, and we better hurry because we both know she'll be upset if we're late.
Alex, we better get moving. Luna's patience with us will only stretch so far. Well, we better not test the limit. Whoa! Another earthquake. That's the third one this week. But what could be causing them?
Hey, Alex! I figured you'd be here. Now that the weather's gotten warm enough to melt the ice around the Dragon's Cave, there's no time for us to waste getting started on our big adventure. If we hurry, we can sneak in without waking the dragon. And then, if we're fast enough, maybe we could find a giant diamond from its lair with thousands of silver that'll make us filthy rich and more famous than we could ever dream of.
The dragon diamond, huh? You heard that right, Nall. Come on, Alex. You almost dreamt about going on a big adventure. Let this be our first. Well, while you're deciding, I'll stop by my house to grab some snacks for the trip. See ya. Oh, Alex, you know we have to do this. It could be the adventure of a lifetime. Once we get going, I just hope Remus doesn't turn into a baby at the first sign of monsters. But, you know, Luna is going to be upset. She doesn't like you putting herself in danger. How are you going to tell her, Alex? Dine surrendered his most precious gift on his final journey to the distant frontier. We have erected a monument here in Berg to honor his many valiant and heroic achievements. You said erected. Well, hello, son. Are you going to Dine's monument again today? Dine was a great man. I can't blame you for admiring him so much. Oh, Alex, you're back so soon. Luna went to the springs on the outskirts of town. Aren't you two going to practice your song for the Goddess Festival? You better hurry, Alex. You know Luna always sings off-key when she's angry. Moo, 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 moo. Do you hear that, Alex? It sounds like singing. Luna must already be waiting for us at the springs. I'll bet she'd be singing a different tune when you show up again late, or show up this late again. The last Dragon Master left this mortal coil 15 years ago. Dragon Master Dine. No one has yet proven worthy of taking his place. The weather certainly has been strange this year. Warm spells, cold spells, wind, just weird. I don't like the fuzzy borders around the edge. Why would I want that? Sometimes people put effects inside their games just to put effects in them. So annoying. I remember the day 15 years ago when your dear parents took in the orphaned Luna. I think she grew up happily because you were near, Alex. Cherish and protect her, son. You'll never find another as lovely as she. The Festival of the Goddess is held each year in honor of Althena, our benevolent creator and protector. She loves singing, but you already know that. Aren't you Noah's son, Alex? I heard you and Remus were headed out on your first big adventure. Remus came lumbering past here, babbling all about it. He's so lazy. If his dad wasn't the village leader, I'd take that sloth over my knee and slap him into shape. Didn't really ask for your opinion, sir. But okay. Dragon Master Dine was born and raised in this village a long time ago. When I grow up, I want to be a Dragon Master too. That's why I'm eating my veggies. Are you looking for Luna? She went to the springs a while ago. Aren't you going to meet her and practice your song for the Goddess Festival? That's Luna, all right. I bet you're in for it now, Alex. She hates when you're late.
Oh, Alex, I should have known you'd be late again. Let me guess, you were whittling away the morning at Dine's monument. Or were you planning more silly adventures with Ramus?
Hey, you're good. He was at Dine's Monument planning an adventure with Ramus. You were right on both counts. I can't wait to see the inside of the White Dragon Cave. Right, Alex? Shh, Nal. The White Dragon Cave, Alex? I knew something was wrong with your playing. And I always know when you're keeping secrets from me. Alex, why would you travel to such a dangerous place? Yikes. That was loud. It sounded like a roar? But I've never heard a creature like that before. You know, I bet it was the voice of the White Dragon. What Ramus said was true. Alex, where are you going? We're going to explore the White Dragon Cave along with Ramus. That was the adventure Alex and Ramus were talking about at Dine's Monument. Didn't you hear me, Alex? You could be hurt, or worse. And what about your poor parents? They'll be beside themselves with worry. I've never been able to stop you from doing what you wanted to do, Alex. And I know that your dream is to embark on great adventures just like Dine. So I suppose all I can do is come along and keep you out of trouble. Perhaps this will even be fun. And to think that you were going to leave without me. But, what are you waiting for? Let's get going. Alex, why do you even try saying no to Luna? She plays you like an ocarina. So, what are we waiting for? Let's begin our great adventure. Just one moment, Nal. I know you're excited and anxious to start the adventure, but we really need to tell Alex's parents where we're going. We can't let them worry about us. Besides, we might be able to find some things around the house to help us on the trip. You know, I like how you think. This is gonna be great, Alex. Luna's with you? Great. Maybe the both of you can talk some sense into my foolish son. He talks the talk, but he'll never walk the walk. I don't know who's more stubborn, Ramus or his father. It tears me up inside to see them act like this. Well, not my problem. came here from Meribia to marry my husband. You know, sacrifice for the sake of true love and all that nonsense. Meribia was so exciting. Berg has nothing to compare. I'm so bored and frustrated here. You know, I met my wife in Meribia many, many years ago. I grew tired of the big city grind, so we moved back to Berg and got married right away. I have no desire to return to that dump, but she still talks about it every day. I wonder if the big city is such a great place. It's not bad. Guess what I learned? Another magic spell. Shaka shaka boom. That was really cool, huh? Wow, I feel a rush of power. Can you say child prodigy? Alakazam! Hey, I cast a spell to turn you into toads, but it didn't work. We're immune to your magic, that's why, but I'd rather you turn Nal into a cookie. What? I think you've been hanging around Ramus just a little too much. Yeah, I think they did a good job with the visuals, besides the blurring of the screen on the edges. I don't know who the hell would actually want that. Is there a way for us to maybe turn on classic mode or something? Yeah, I mean, I like all of the, I do like all of the anti-aliasing, but I don't want the frickin' border. I don't want the blurry border, but you can't have one without the other, apparently. You know what? Whatever. Dumb. What? You want to travel to the White Dragon Cave by yourselves? It's your time, isn't it? Of course you can go, Alex. Take this with you. And this weapon might be easier for Luna to handle. Got a sling. We can't have you inside that cave without a weapon. Oh, and I almost forgot. Flame ring. Take this ring. You never know when you might need it. What else? There are a few things in the basement chest. Take anything you think you might need. To reach the cave, you must travel north of Berg and then east around the mountain range. I promise me you'll be careful. Oh yeah, I mean, this is a classic game. Originally on Sega CD or Mega CD. It's had a couple of iterations and a couple of different remasters. So, yeah, depending on what systems you've owned, you may or may not have had a chance to play this game. But it's good. It's a very classic 16-bit RPG. You're going with Luna and Ramus to the White Dragon Cave? And your father says that it's alright? Just promise me you'll come back home before it gets dark. Yeah, we also have the option of turning on some post-processing effects, but I actually don't like them. So, we can see here. Starlight, Angel's Tear, Herb, Dragonfly Wing. Yeah, I don't know how clear it shows, but on the top and the bottom of the screen, there's like some slight blurring. That's part of the post-processing effect. Now, I personally hate that effect, so I would rather turn that off. Have things look a little more crunchy. Yeah, that's also true. The movies are still in 4:3, but the game itself is in widescreen. So it's really nice. What? It's locked. I wonder what's inside. Remus's dad must spoil him rotten. This drawer is stuffed with toys. Yeah, and the good thing is the scrolling is at 60 hertz. So sometimes when they do these games, the scrolling is real rough in the emulation. But here, yeah, they managed to get it done well. Sorry to keep you waiting. Everything's all set. So let's get going, Alex. What? Luna's coming with us? Well, that's okay, I guess. I want to see the White Dragon, too. Please don't leave me out of this, Remus. If it's fine with Alex, it's fine with me. Let's go find the White Dragon. Wow, it's so foggy here that I can't even see Remus, and that's a feat. There's no way we're getting through here alive when it's like this. Let's go back. There's just no way we're going to get past this ice. We need to get it out of our way? But how? Oh, I think I know. Give it a shot, Alex. Yes, we can go through. Perfect. That ring sure did come in handy. Yeah, it's also good that the performance is nice, much nicer. Again, originally this game ran on Sega CD, and you know, you'd get a fair amount of loading throughout the game. It was also later re-released as a collection and a remaster on the PlayStation 1, which again, still faster than the Sega CD, but slower. Slow, certainly by today's standards. It's nice we can change the battle speed. Well, there have been more than one collection out there that has not been 60 frames, so I was worried that it wasn't going to be 60 frames, but thankfully they did get 60 frames. Well, like you can see the enemies on the screen, but they just come and attack you anyway. So it's not too much different than having random battles. Upgraded the voice acting. Yeah, I mean, it's in higher fidelity. I don't know if they resampled everything. But again, you know, the original Sega CD and PlayStation, I mean, they were running at lower bit rates. Yeah, I'm still not fond of the opening song and the kind of awkward translation of the opening song. But, you know, I'll live. We can all switch it to the Japanese version to get the Japanese voice. I think they revoiced it. I mean, the original opening song is still the same. So they didn't do that, but maybe all the in-game voices are different. Yeah, I'm not totally sure. I didn't really read up on the work effort they did on the game. I mean, to me, it sounds, it just sounds higher fidelity, right? But it sounds basically like I remember it sounding. Although I guess I'm talking about the PlayStation 1 version and not the original Sega CD version. Because I think this one is based more on the PlayStation 1 version. Oh, I mean, they did some AI scaling on the cutscenes. So, yeah, I mean, you can definitely tell it's had a little touch-up work on it. don't we... We stop it there, since we're doing just a little bit of a preview, and then let's see how they did with Lunar 2. And again, we're going to play remastered mode, because we want to get access to the game speed settings and all the fun stuff. Let's see if it's the working designs, opening cinema. Like I said, I have a love-hate relationship with what working designs did, and some of the voice acting. I definitely feel it sounds awkward. You know, their Japanese to English translation, and then, you know, take that, you know, also make that singing. It's like, ah, man, this does not sound like English. It's like, this is the kind of thing people make fun of when they hear about video games. It's like, everything sounds weird. It's like, yeah, everything sounds weird. But again, you know, we have the option of changing it to the original Japanese if we want to. Alright, let's take a look.
Hanging silently in space, the world in the shadow of the blue star was once a lonely, barren place, unfit for habitation. However, Althena took pity on that world and transformed it into a place of beauty and wonder. She called the new world Lunar. Time and circumstance conspired to force Althena to populate Lunar with people from the blue star. And just as on the world from which they came from, life was held in a delicate balance. Through times of peace, war, chaos, and battle, the blue star loomed as the only constant in the new world. Thousands of years passed, burying the origin and purpose of the blue star in the sands of time. Eventually, the inhabitants of Lunar forgot why the blue star was there, or how it came to be, until a girl awakened that could join the two worlds, or tear them apart forever.
Yeah, I raised the bitrate on the stream, so hopefully things are a little clearer. I got the maximum that YouTube would allow me to do. Unless you're watching on a phone, then it doesn't really matter. Yeah, they did a good job with the scaling on on all the FMV. It's just a little soft, but that's just the nature of, you know, old video. You're on the iPhone? Yeah. Actually, I think my stats say that half, or maybe a little bit more than half, watch on their mobile device. So I've tried to accommodate that by not making the bit stream too high. You know, that would just eat people's data. Yeah, the art is timeless. I mean, you know, new manga and anime do have a different look. You know, so the kind of the bigger eyes and the smaller chin and just like the overall shape. We don't really see this kind of art anymore, but it still looks good. Yeah, I do like this era of RPGs. Not that there's anything wrong with modern RPGs, you know, those are good too, but there is something really special about this 16-bit era. Kind of leaning a little bit into the 32-bit era. Or it could just be I'm old. And maybe somebody who's, you know, 13 or 14 is like, this stuff looks dumb, you know. I know, it kind of has a Zelda-ish look to it, doesn't it? Oh, yeah, I mean, Neon Genesis was from this era, too. Again, I think a modern audience who, like, watches Neon Genesis probably doesn't really like it as much as when we watched it. Yeah, awesome music too. Really, I mean, the standout for me is the music. That was a long movie. I forgot how long this was.
This is not the proper time for my awakening.
Yeah, it's a little chilly.
Something's gone very wrong.
Ruby, did you say something just now?
You know what I really appreciate are the subtitles.
For the love of Althena, please don't tell me you're hearing voices now.
I'm sure I heard something.
I mean, it's something we take for granted now that subtitles are a standard thing.
This is way harder than I thought.
Oh, hurry up! The timer on the trap has almost run out!
Wait, what trap?
Don't let your guard down! Hiro, you always get carried away like this!
I know, Ruby. Just leave it to me. Yeah, there! I got it!
Yay!
Right, Sapphire Jewel. It's beautiful, and it's all ours.
What's that rumbling?
Oh no, the exit's closing! Hurry!
Ah, the rope broke! Oh, Hiro! Don't die on me! You just can't die!
I'm okay, Ruby. It's Just a few bruises.
Phew, what a relief. Okay, that's it. No more exploring for us. I can't do this anymore, Hiro. We always end up getting in some sort of trouble.
Shh, Ruby, listen.
What?
Ah! Come on, Ruby. Let's get out of here. Well, looks like you've caught us in another messy situation. Oh, by the way, if you haven't figured it out, my name is Hiro, and the flying cat is named Ruby.
This is definitely from the 90s.
Dragon, but I don't know if I quite believe her. She doesn't care, though. We've been friends for what seems like forever. My grandfather Gwyn is an archaeologist who taught us how to explore ancient ruins like this. Well, not exactly like this. Grandpa'd have a coronary if he saw me in this kind of danger. But you get the idea. I think it's so cool that these dungeons and ruins that time forgot can be found and explored by someone like me. The world I live in today is the result of things that happened long ago. Someday, I'll gather enough information from ruins like these to prove that.
Hiro! Bust a move! I think we lost him! Hiro! You dummy!
Whew, that was too close for comfort. One of those infernal ghouls singed my wings. But hey, it's just a small price to pay for that huge jewel we found. Oh, we better head back to Grandpa's house before he starts to worry about us. You know, I wish Sega would get off their ass and remaster Phantasy Star 2, 3, and 4. They did a remaster of 1. Well, actually, I think Arcade Archives did that. That wasn't even Sega doing that. And Sega has remastered Phantasy Star 2, 3, 4 in Japan, but it was like low effort remaster. I'd like for them to actually spend some time with that. Never know though. Yeah, Sega's you know. Running away from all of those flaming monsters and giant boulders really wore me out. Hiro, why don't we stand at the statue and send a prayer of love to Althena? I'll feel better after a blessing from the goddess. Oh, sure, yeah, we'll do that again. I like how they call it AI and not auto battle. Yeah, the battle speed is just a godsend. Oh, I died. Oh, whoops. Okay. I didn't think we'd die after we finally get control in the game. And watch all the cinemas. That is the thing about this games in this era. There was no autosave, so you better remember to save.
Don't let your guard down. Hiro, you always get carried away like this.
I don't think we can get past this either. Yeah.
Just leave it to me.
Gotta watch this part.
I got it.
It's like we're playing Metal Gear or something. You must watch the cinema.
What's that rumbling?
Oh no, the exit's closing. Hurry!
Ah, the rope broke! Oh, Hiro, don't die on me. You just can't die.
okay, Ruby. It's just a few bruises.
Phew, what a relief.
More Nintendo games can't skip anything.
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
No more exploring
Nintendo,
for
they
us.
definitely want you to watch what they did.
Listen, More Hero. We always
Poured all
need
that money
to
into it.
have
It's like,
some
you
sort
gotta
of
watch
trust.
this stuff.
Listen.
What?
Ah! Come on, Ruby. Let's get out of here.
Or like every single Zelda game making you scroll past text for all the items that you've already found a million times over.
Messy situation. Oh, by the way, if you haven't figured it out, my name is Hiro, and the flying
It's like, you
cat's
picked up
name-
5 rupees.
She
Yes,
says she's actually
thank
a
you
baby
for
red
telling
dragon.
me that
I don't know
again.
if I'd quite believe her. She doesn't care though. We've been friends for what seems like forever. My grandfather Gwyn is an archaeologist who taught us how to explore ancient ruins like this. Well, not exactly like this. Grandpa'd have a coronary if he saw me in this kind of danger. But you get the idea.
Although lately, you know, Nintendo's, they've had like a lot of newer developers, so we haven't actually seen that kind of stuff from the newer developers.
The world I live in today is the result of things that happened long ago. Someday, I'll gather enough
Where it's just
information
constantly
from
reminding
ruins
you
like
of
these
stuff.
to prove that.
Hero! Bust a move! I think we lost him! Hero! You dummy!
Okay, we'll save this time. And we'll watch the cinema again. Yeah, I think it's because we see that a lot in Japanese games. I mean, we see it in non-Japanese games too, here and there. But I think when they do their testing, when they do all their play testing, I don't know if they just find like the stupidest people in the world to do play testing, but it seems like that's a very common thing. Like, people forget what things are, and so like all Nintendo's testing shows that, you know, people tend to forget what the items look like and what they're called and what they do, and so they just constantly have this reminder for all the absolute morons that they hire for for their game testing. That's my understanding of that's my understanding why it is the way it is.
Heal!
And it, you know, it may be true. I mean, it may be true that just in general people just cannot remember stuff. But it just makes it really frustrating for the rest of us who, you know, have more than a fish's memory. And I don't even have a good memory. I mean, I certainly forget a lot of things that I shouldn't. Yeah, it may be just cultural differences in how they approach story and teaching and stuff. But you hear Japanese gamers complain about it too, so it's not like it's just a European or American thing. Yeah, I mean, Japanese players complain about it too. You know, because you sell your games to the hardcore audience, I don't know. I mean, there's a larger casual audience in Japan. I don't know if the ratio is the same as it was in the 90s. I think there are more people that play casual games nowadays, but they don't tend to play
What did we do?
these kind of games. You know, they tend to play like simpler puzzle games. This stuff still looks cool.
Wow! Get a load of that, Hiro! It's amazing. I wonder what kind of ship is able to move around without wind or sails like that.
Hey, you! Yes, you over there.
Who does this joker think he is?
What are you doing in this area?
My name is Hiro, and this is Ruby. Identify yourself.
I am White Knight Leo, leader of Althena's Guard, and this is the dragon ship Destiny. Now then, listen up! You kids need to evacuate these premises. I don't want to see any civilians accidentally caught in the middle of this thing. Return home immediately. Move it!
This guy sure is bossy. Thanks for the warning, but we'll make our own decisions. Isn't that right, Hiro? How amusing. Not only are you country folk rude and ignorant, but your pets are as well. What? I am not Hiro's pet, mister, and don't you forget it. Excuse me, but you just said you're the leader of Althena's Guard. What is it exactly, and why would the goddess need you to protect her anyway? What? Are you so ignorant as to be unaware of the protectors of your world? Perhaps I should spare a moment to educate you, Hiro. That is the name you spoke of. You spoke, is it not? Our world is approaching an era of darkness and destruction, Hiro. It has been foretold. But prophecies are not set in stone. They speak of a possible future, not an inevitable one. And that is why you currently behold the dragon ship Destiny. Althena's Guard is here to wield the goddess's strength and save the world from cataclysm. Now that I have enlightened you, Hiro, I ask that you leave this place at once. And take your cat with you. I cannot guarantee your safety if you remain here any longer.
Helmsman, set a new course. Destination, Gwyn's Research Outpost.
Someone needs to teach that guy what a cat looks like. I didn't like what else he had to say either. An era of darkness? The destruction of the world? It creeped me out too, Ruby. What did he mean by that? And when he left, he shouted the name Gwyn. What does he want with Grandpa? Speaking of Grandpa, he's going to be ticked off if we're not home soon. Good point, Ruby. Let's get out of here. Funny, playing this game does make me want to play Grandia again. Even though that game is kind of a slog. It's another one of those games that I never finished, Grandia 1. So many RPGs. Yeah. I mean, the good thing is all these remasters go on sale all the time. Although I think the regular asking price is not really that bad. Yeah, the only problem with the Steam versions of these games is sometimes they really kind of botch the PC version. More often than not, they botch the PC version. So, you know, you end up playing... I end up playing a lot of these games on the console anyway. But, you know, I just took a chance on this one. I was like, well... It's been a little while since there's been like a completely botched PC console game version, so yeah, I'll just take my chances. Yes, Lord Leo, I have spent many years researching the Blue Spire, but it remains a mystery to me, as it has been to everyone for hundreds of years. You can't possibly expect that I would know all of its secrets, or even any of them. Besides, what leads you to be interested in the Spire at all? Blue stars, secret riddles. Bah! What a simple life you lead, my aged archaeologist. My work is of much greater importance than digging up the offal of our ancestors. The destroyer is coming to our world, and the Blue Spire is the place at which it will enter. The goddess Athena has given me direct and explicit orders to eradicate the destroyer. The goddess Athena? A demon in a tower of blue? Ah, you speak nonsense. Utter nonsense. Whether you believe me or not, Gwyn, I require your help, and I shall not leave without it. Grandpa, we're home. There you are. If you weren't always late, I might have started worrying about you. This is Lord Leo, the head of Athena's guard. He wants to know about the Blue Spire. Yes, and as I was about to explain, I don't have the time for a history lesson. I have but a single question of you, Gwyn. How does one break the seal of the Spire's entrance? Ah, yes, well, that is indeed the million-silver question, isn't it? I'm not exactly sure, of course, but it seems to me that if one were to take the... I don't have the time to act on a hunch, old man. If you don't know the way inside, I shall simply have to destroy the Blue Spire with a blast of the Destiny Dragon's cannon. Hiro, you have a kind face and a strong will, which makes you a valuable commodity. Why don't you leave this foolish field of archaeology and join us in Athena's guard? You have the potential to be a great warrior, Hiro. I know a good man when I see one. Oh, I just bet you do. Why would Hiro want to trade his freedom for servitude? He won't work for you. You are grating on my nerves, little one. Did you never learn to speak only when spoken to? Unless you have suddenly recalled the information I seek, I shall take leave of you now. I must prepare myself and the members of Athena's guard to confront the destroyer. And for your safety, Gwyn, I suggest that you stay far away from the Blue Spire. For it is soon to be a battlefield, upon which the destroyer shall become the destroyed. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. If you want treats. Oh, okay, cool. I'll see you later, Frank. Ah, that arrogant fop claimed the goddess has come to our world once again as a human, and is issuing orders directly to him. Very strange. And this destroyer he spoke of. Something's up, my boy, and that's for certain. I don't like the smell of it. Not one bit. Oh dear, Hiro, my boy, come quickly. You have to see this. Something's happening at the... Hurry, lad, hurry! Look, Hiro, did you see that strange beam of light shining forth from the Blue Spire? It's aimed directly into the heavens, pointed towards the blue star. I've lived near the spire for many years, Hiro, and I've never seen anything quite like that. I think we have witnessed the arrival of the destroyer, my boy, just as Lord Leo predicted. And I have the awful feeling that we're all going to be in a world of trouble. Let's go check out that light. We should check out that light, Grandpa. What if it really was the destroyer? We need to find out for sure and warn Lord Leo if it is. And I know you won't be satisfied until you see it with your own eyes. Right, Grandpa? Ah, yes. I suppose you do have a point there, my boy. Well then, go get my weapon in the basement. It might be a little rusty, but it'll do. I'll get the things we need from the house, though there's only one item we must have. I'm not letting you and Ruby travel to the spire by yourself, that's for certain. This is so exciting, Hiro. What do you think we're going to find at the spire? Well, other than a fantastic adventure, of course. Not that I didn't like the dragon ruins, but I can't help but feel that something really amazing is about to happen. Okay, why don't we stop it there? This is meowmurai. You've been watching Lunar Remastered Collection running on a PC. Yeah, this is available on pretty much all the consoles. So if you have a console to play and you want to play this on a console, then you have this game available to you for you to try out for yourself. And if you've never played these games and you're into 16-bit style RPGs, this will be a real treat for you. Again, it's going to be very similar to the old 16-bit Final Fantasies or Phantasy Star, something along those lines. Suikoden also came out, and that kind of it's in the same genre of JRPG. And I think they did a good job with this. It is interesting that we have the working designs versions of this, and not necessarily brand new translations. But I think that's what most people in the States are more familiar with is those versions. But not 100%. Like in Lunar 2, to save your game, part of one of the many incredibly wise decisions on working design's part. You'd have to spend experience points in order to save a game, because I guess that was some sort of thing back then. Thankfully, those kind of changes aren't part of this remaster. So a lot of those things that were very questionable from working designs have not made the transition over. But the overall videos and and all the FMV and some of the dialogue also remains from that old version. So yeah, definitely check it out. I think it's pretty well done, and it looks like it runs well enough on PC. So I think this is something that we're going to play over the next couple weeks. And like I said, this is just a preview of both, and then I will have individual playthroughs from beginning to end of both Lunar Silver Star Story and Lunar 2 Eternal Blue. So that on top of all the other games I'm playing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.